Hi, Janice here. This video is to help you breathe better. This helps with our posture, and when our posture is better, when we're standing tall or sitting tall, this also helps with our breathing. We have a wall of muscle, the diaphragm, which is the major muscle of breathing, and it separates the chest from the abdomen. This is connected to our ribs and the thoracic spine. So when we have more freedom in our ribs and the thoracic spine, our diaphragm have more space to be able to move. Other muscles involved in breathing are muscles that are in between our ribs, the intercostal muscles. We need to be able to expand our ribs as we breathe using these muscles so the rib cage can move freely and easily. At the bottom of our shoulder blades and in between, kind of at the bottom of where the bra strap would be, the fascia here could get a bit sticky. So when we free that area up, it can also help us to breathe more freely. When we're breathing fully, this sends signals to our brain that we are safe, and so we stay in that calm response so that we can digest our food and our body can repair itself. If we're constantly breathing more from the upper part of our lungs and breathing quite shallow, this can have the opposite effect on the signals that are sent to the brain. So let's do some yoga to help breathe better.
Starting off, laying on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. One hand just above the pubic bone and the other hand at the clavicle bones, the collarbones. As you breathe in, let this whole area between the hands expand. As you exhale, let go and exhale fully. Letting this whole area between the hands expand as you breathe in. The whole area softening as you breathe out fully. Keeping your focus at this area as you breathe, fully and deeply. Deep breaths. Now moving the hands to the rib cage. Feel the ribs, the rib cage expand under your hands as you breathe in, feeling the ribs move out to the sides and upwards. And exhaling fully. Feeling the movement of the rib cage and the intercostals moving as you breathe in and exhaling fully. Breathing deeply. And now, interlocking the fingers and take the hands up towards the sky, arms straight. Lift the hands so the shoulder blades move away from each other and the area in between the shoulder blades moves down towards the ground, freeing up the space between the shoulder blades. This area that can get a bit sticky in the fascia. Bring the knees towards you, cross the ankles and roll backwards and forwards with a rounded back. Use the tummy rather than the momentum of the legs if you can, strengthening and activating the tummy muscles. Roll over and come into a child's pose. Bring the knees together so that you round through your upper back and feel the whole of your upper back expand towards the sky as you breathe in, exhaling fully, feeling the ribs at the back of your body expanding towards the sky. Move forwards onto the hands and knees. Push the ground away so that the shoulder blades move away from each other, then soften the chest through the arms. Keeping the arms straight, tummy pulled in, shoulder blades glide away from each other, then towards each other, freeing up the fascia between the shoulder blades. Keep gliding them away and then towards. It's quite a small movement. Tummy in, arms straight. Keep the neck in line. Tuck the toes, lift up to downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet, lift one heel and then the other. Keep the tummy pulled in. Walk the feet forwards towards the hands and then walk the feet back again into down dog. Alternate the legs, leading with the left leg and then leading with the right. Walking back into down dog, then walk forwards again, feet towards the hands. Try to keep the hands flat on the ground. This helps to free up the fascia in the back of the body. Settle in down dog and then walk the hands back towards the feet. Soften the knees before rolling up through the spine to standing, to Tadasana. With the fingers together, elbows wide, twist the thoracic spine and the ribs, so keeping the hips still, twisting from side to side. You can get a little bit stiff around the thoracic spine, so helping to create more mobility and movement in this area. Twisting side to side, twisting from above the belly button. Roll the shoulders back a few times. Get rid of any tension around the shoulders. Then chin to chest and roll down through the spine. Hands to the ground. Walk the hands forwards towards the top of the mat into downward facing dog. Then walk the feet forwards towards the hands, keeping the hands flat if you can. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Roll up through the spine to standing. Roll the shoulders back, then take the shoulders up to the ears and exhale as you release. Reach up with the right arm, left arm by the side. Soften the knees as you reach over, breathing into the right lung. Come back up, then reach up with the left arm. Soften the knees as you reach over to the right and breathe into the left lung. Come back up to standing, palms together at the heart center. Deep breath in through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. Take the arms wide and up to the sky. Swan dive down to the ground. Soften the knees. Lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen through the spine, pull the tummy in, keep the neck in line, then soften the knees, hinging from the hips, hands flat to the ground. Step back into plank, squeeze the glutes. Lower the knees, slowly lower the chest by bending the elbows backwards. Into Cobra, neck in line, push back, coming forwards with the right foot, into a low lunge, reach up with the hands. Pull the tummy in, squeeze the glutes. Drop the right arm by the side, left arm by the ear as you reach over to your right. Breathe into the left lung. Fingers together, elbows wide, and twist here. Exhale as you twist, inhale back to the center. Exhale, twist from the ribs. Inhale, center. Hands to the ground. Step back to down dog. Pedal through the feet. Lift one heel and then the other. Tummy in. Lower the knees. Step the left foot forwards into a low lunge. Reach up with the arms. Squeeze the glutes. Tummy in. Drop the left arm by the side. Reach over with the right arm by the ear. Breathe into the right lung. Fingers together, elbows wide, twist to the left. Try to twist from above the belly button, keeping the hips still. Create more mobility in the thoracic spine where the ribs are attached. Hands to the ground. Step back to downward facing dog. Reach up with your right leg to the sky. Bring the foot to the top of the mat, turn sideways on, feet parallel, hands under the shoulders, then gliding the shoulder blades away from each other and then towards each other, keeping the arms straight. It's quite a small movement. So the chest softens through the arms and then push the ground away to bring the shoulder blades away from each other. Keep the tummy muscles activated. You can keep a softness in your knees to reach the ground. Walk the hands round to frame the right foot at the top of the mat. Step the left foot forwards, arms wide up to standing. Exhale, swan dive to the ground, hinge from the hips into Ardha Uttanasana. Hinge the hips again and step back to plank. Squeeze the glutes. Lower the knees, slowly lower the chest. Into Cobra. Keep the neck in line. Lift from the front of the throat and reach back with the arms into locust pose, lifting the legs. Make sure you squeeze the glutes here to protect the lower back. Hands under the shoulders, push to the hands and knees, tuck the toes into down dog. Breathe in here, lift the right leg high, step the foot to the top of the mat, lower the left knee, with the left hand planted. Twist from the upper part of the back, the thoracic spine, reach up with the right hand to the sky. Lower the hand back down. Tuck the back toes and step forwards to the top of the mat, arms wide up to standing. Exhale, swan dive, hinge from the hips, hands to the ground. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, soften the knees. Step back to plank, squeeze the glutes. Lower the knees, lower the chest. Into Cobra. Reach back with the arms, lift the legs into locust pose. Pull the tummy in as well as squeezing the glutes. Lifting the tummy away from the mat. Push back into downward facing dog. Lift the left leg high. Step to the top of the mat. Lower the right knee to the ground. Plant the right hand. Reach the sky with the left hand. Twist from the ribs. Lower the hand. Step to the top of the mat. arms wide, up to the sky, palms at the heart center. Breathe in through the nose and a big exhale through the mouth. Take the arms wide up to the sky. Swan dive, hinge from the hips, hands to the ground. Come up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Soften the knees. Step back to plank. Squeeze the glutes. Step the right foot forwards, then the left. Step the right foot back, then the left into plank. Step the left foot forwards, then the right. Then the left foot back, then the right into plank. Freeing up the fascia at the back of the body. Keep stepping forwards, then back to plank. Last time, left foot forwards, right foot forwards, left foot back, right foot back. Right foot forwards, left foot forwards, right foot back, left foot back. Left foot forwards, right foot forwards, left foot back, right foot back. Lower the knees, lower the chest. Into cobra, tummy in. Push the hips back, tuck the toes to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg high. Step to the top of the mat. Come up into a high lunge. Keep the back knee bent. Fingers together, elbows wide, then twist to the right. Try to keep the hips steady as you twist from above your belly button. Freeing up the rib cage, thoracic spine. Rotating here. Inhale to the center. Reach up. Plant the left hand next to the right foot. Reach up with the right hand to the sky, then lower the knee. Extend the right leg to the back of the mat and reach over with the right arm by the ear, modified side plank. Lift the right leg so it's parallel to the ground. Pull the tummy in. Lean back into the shoulder blade. Bring the right knee to the chest and step the right foot forwards. Step the left foot to the top of the mat. Arms wide, up to standing. Reach up to the sky. Swan dive. Hinge from the hips to the ground. Come up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, hands to the ground. Step back to plank. Lower the knees, lower the chest, into cobra. Push back, into down dog. Lifting the left leg high. Step to the top of the mat with the left foot. Come up into a high lunge, keep the back knee bent so that the pelvis stays neutral. Fingers touching, elbows wide, then twist to the left. Inhale to the center, exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Reach up to the sky. Plant the right hand, straightening the back leg. Reach up with the left hand in a twist. Lower the knee and extend the left foot to the back of the mat, modified side plank. Bring the leg parallel to the ground, flex the foot, tummy in. And bring the knee towards the chest, step to the top of the mat. Step the other foot to the top of the mat. Grab hold of your elbows in each hand. Soften the knees. Gently rock from side to side, hinging from your hips. Release through the neck, rolling up to standing. Palms at the heart center. Take the arms wide up to the sky. Swan dive to the ground. Come up halfway, tummy in. Exhale, soften the knees, step back to plank. Lower the knees, lower the chest, into cobra. Push back, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg, try to keep the hips square. Step to the top of the mat, come into warrior two, right knee. Come into reverse warrior, right knee stays bent. Then elbow to the thigh, reach over with the left arm. Hands to the ground, come into standing splits. Try to lengthen along the spine. From there, move into half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Flex the foot. Keep the hand on the hip and look to the hand on the ground. Lower the back foot, warrior two, windmill the hands down to the ground, step back to down dog. Lift the left leg high. Step to the top of the mat, into warrior two, left knee leading, bending that left knee, come into reverse warrior, and then elbow to thigh, right arm over by the ear. Windmill the hands to the ground, transfer the weight into standing splits, and then slowly bring the right hand to the hip and turn to the right slightly, flex the foot into half moon pose. Lower the back foot to the ground to warrior two, windmill the hands either side of the left foot, step to down dog. Take the feet a little wider, turn the toes out, walk the hands back, come into a squat. Bring the palms together if you can. Bring the shoulders above the hips. Slowly lower your bottom to the ground. Come onto your back in Shavasana. Bring the hands how they were at the beginning. One hand just above the pubic bone, one hand at the clavicle bones, the collarbones. Expand this whole area as you breathe in, the whole area between the hands. Breathe in fully. And then hands to the ribs. Feel your rib cage expand as you breathe in. Feel the movement of the ribs under your hands, expanding out to the sides. Then relax the arms to the ground, relaxing in Shavasana and staying here for as long as you wish.